Hello, and welcome back to the channel. So Amber and I, this is Amber Coleman.
Hi.
Hello. We've
missed you.
We've definitely missed you. I've missed you.
I have missed you too.
We
go through withdrawals when we don't see each other.
We absolutely do. That's because we're amazing friends who absolutely love doing what we're doing right now.
And I think our energy just lightens when we see each other. We can't go that long.
I mean, our energy's so bright today. You are on fire, literally, with this bright red hair.
The red hair is like.
Woo! You know about
brighten up.
redheads and me. I have a thing for red hair, like an absolute obsession, actually. That she didn't believe me about.
You're so cute about that.
Oh, it's my favorite. I've always loved red hair. So we're coming online right now because we just tried to do a live video for you to talk about the Las Vegas market update for the real estate industry for July 2021, and YouTube kicked us off. We weren't sure what happened. We had some technical difficulties. So instead
we're back.
Yeah, we're back, baby.
And we're gonna give you all the info.
Instead of doing another live video and having that happen again, we decided to just record it and put it up same day so that you can get the information that you were hoping for. So for those of you who were watching us live, we love you. Thank you for your love and support. Stay tuned. We're gonna get you your answers, your questions and your answers, and all of the information that we already shared. So Amber Coleman, one of the top loan originators in all of the United States. I don't pick anyone. I pick the best. I go through and hand select people who I allow into my universe.
I honestly think the universe like connected us.
I could not agree with you more. One of my best friends, one of the most amazing business owners I've ever met, and one of the smartest people in this industry. So thank you for being here.
She's making my head all big.
With that red hair, I'll take it.
I think I'm tearing up right now.
I'll take it. I'm just gonna like. Okay, so Amber, I'm just kidding.
Wipe your sweat with it?
No, I was just.
I was like, what?
I was getting the unicorn blood from you. Anyway.
Do you feel better now? You feel energized?
I'm energized now. Look, it's like you're like crystals. I'm just gonna put crystals up and down my arms.
Nice.
So Amber, let's talk a little bit about what the heck's going on the loan side of the business. I know
all kinds of fun stuff.
There's been so many changes, so much stuff. Like a lot of the announcements that were made even last month have kind of altered and changed. So tell us what's going on.
Okay, there's a lot of stuff right now. I don't know. Should I use the word COVID? Like, you know,
no,
I hate using it. It sounds like a bad word.
It's a bad word. I don't want to talk about it.
No,
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh gosh. Okay, so we're gonna just call it something different. But back then,
and we can't say the C word.
I feel like
people are gonna think we're saying something else.
time lapsed like that whole year. Okay,
it's gone. It's in a time capsule.
Yeah. Okay, but there was a lot of guidelines, strictness. I mean, I don't even think that's a word, but there were some strict guidelines that were put out during that period of time that we're not going to say the word for.
Right.
And it kind of made things a little bit more difficult, but we still did okay, you know, with everything. But they've taken those away. Not only that, gotten a lot more
loose.
The word
loosey-goosey.
Loosey-goosey.
Like the loose slots that you love on that Las Vegas.
That wasn't the first that came to my head, but it was a good word.
I'm turning it around, and I'm normally, excuse me, the one that's taken it the wrong direction. So you've had a good effect on me, my friend. Those loose slots that I know you love playing here in Las Vegas, Nevada. That's what's happening. So they're really loosening the guidelines. Truly.
They are. So before what happened last year, we were at a 580 FICO score for FHA, USDA, and VA loans.
Meaning that's the lowest, or that's the lowest you can have for your FICO score in order to be able to qualify.
Yeah,
right?
That was the bottom number that you could have for your FICO score in order to qualify for those loans. You still have to go through the automated system, but you minimally had to have that FICO score. So with last year.
Oh, good. You almost said it.
Look at that.
It's the thing that shall not be named.
I don't want to say it either. It's a bad word.
So what's happening now? Like, where are we at now?
Girl, it's like 540. I said that right. I haven't seen this since back in the day. I can't even talk right because I'm so excited about it. So back in the day, a long time ago, when I was able to do 540 FICO scores.
So this is giving more people who may have bad credit. Listen, I've had bad credit before. I know you've had bad credit before.
I've had it too. We've been an open book with that.
Stuff happens. It's all good. Now more people are able to qualify because you can now have as low as a 540 to get approved for a home.
540 FICO score, yeah.
Wow.
So you still have to go through their automated system. So what they usually look for is a clean history in the last 12 months.
Right.
But if you're concerned, that's what a game plan's for. Like that's what we get.
Let's talk about your game plan.
Okay, let's do it.
So there may be people who have been watching these videos with us for the last 2 years, right? We love you. Thanks for your support.
We do love you.
But then there may be people watching this right now who have never seen your face before, who have not had a chance to fall in love with this red hair goddess that sits next to me. So if you're new to the channel or just new to our information, just know that Amber is unique in a lot of ways, not just because she's a unicorn with her beautiful red hair, and not because she's one of the top loan originators in all of the United United States. Did I say that loud enough? I'm not sure. But what I will tell you is Amber is one who leads with her heart, right? We both kind of have our business, our heart comes first.
I think we connect with each other that way. Like we really, we're not first looking for an incentive for ourselves.
No,
we're looking to help you get into a house.
It's about you.
And it's genuine though too.
Yeah.
Like we've had our own problems, our own ups and downs in our lives, and we've seen how the blessings of home ownership. And like it's something that when it touches you, you want it for everybody.
Yeah,
and I think that's kind of where we sit.
Money is not our first priority, and if it is for you, wonderful. But for our business model, it's just not. You know, we definitely want to make money, and we will.
And then money comes.
We do what's right, and money comes. So what's right, in our opinion, is helping people who have lost hope, who don't have hope, never had it, never dreamed, never thought that it was even possible, to help them find that and to help them realize that it is possible. And even during this strange strange events that happened in the last year that shall not be named, and even in times of divorce or times of illness or things that may have dinged your credit, we want to make sure you know that you are here for a reason. We're here for a reason. We're watching this video together. We're experiencing this moment for a reason, and it's because you're supposed to call and let us put a game plan together for you.
So life happens. Yes. Now it's time to move on with your life.
So if you think, I'm never going to be able to buy a house, you're wrong.
Stop it.
There's a
negative thought process.
Link below in the description. Click the link. Call us. We don't care if it's before you think you're moving. After, we don't care when. We just want to talk to you as soon as you have that thought, so that we can get you set up correctly from the beginning. That's what we talk about when we're talking about a game plan. Amber will look at everything and say, here's what you need to do. And I'm going to guarantee you, you think you have to pay off your credit cards and you have to do this and do this and do this to help your score, and that may not be the fix. The fix may be one or two baby things, and boom, it's done. So
and sometimes it is that.
Most of the time it is that.
Sometimes it's a bigger game plan depending, but sometimes people are feeling like, oh, I'm embarrassed, and I look at them like it's not that bad.
This is the judge-free zone, by the way.
It is. We are the judge-free zone. Yeah. It just looks like life hit you at some point. And now it's just time to move forward, and here's how to do it.
So the possible upsetting credit infomercial that we did is done. We'll get back on track, but we just want you to know we have a game plan for you. Do not hesitate to click that button and do it today. It's in the link below. And while you're there, make sure you subscribe to Amber's channel. We're going to be doing videos and all those things. Okay, so now that you can have a 540 FICO score, that's opening up home ownership to a lot more people in the U.S.
It really is.
That happening at the same time that we see lower inventory records, right? Like we have less inventory than we've seen in a long time.
Let's talk about inventory.
We'll talk about that. Like that's going to kind of create this interesting balancing act that I think is going to be a fun component.
You know what? I didn't really think about that because that did come right at the same time as we're seeing a little bit more inventory on so to open up more opportunities for more people.
So let's talk about inventory, because we're talking about it right now. So inventory, which means the number of homes available to buy at any given time, has been a very big concern over the last 4, 5, 6 months, and we saw it coming a few months before that, but really hit in the early part of 2021 and right into the summer. But the last 30 days, almost to the day, the last 30 days, right?
Yeah.
We've actually seen more homes hitting the market. Now let me rephrase that by saying it's not fixed. It's still kind of a tiger's den out there. We have to make sure that we're vigilant and we know what we're walking into, and we have our eyes wide open, that we have a strategy and we know what we're going to expect. You will have to compete for the home that you want. However, we're seeing more homes hit the market. A little bit of less competition, a little bit less.
Which is awesome.
It's amazing.
It started getting a little frustrating.
Yeah, and we don't want you to be frustrated. We want you to get into the home that you want. So I'm gonna look at some numbers and just run those really quickly. I'll pull my computer over here. So as of today, we are in the middle of July, smack dab in the middle of July. We would love to see 5, 6, 7, 8 months of inventory on the market, which means.
So is that the healthy market? Like if when you're looking at where it kind of turns into from a buyers to sellers, is that like 6,000? What's the
I'd say about 6,000. 6,000 homes available to purchase. Now, what I'm going to look at right now is I'm going to give you an up to the minute right this second in the market right now. The number of homes available right now in Las Vegas is 4,152. Now, that's not just Vegas, that's Henderson, that's North Las Vegas.
So it's like Clark County.
It's all of Clark County. That's
Mesquite, which is big.
That's Pahrump, that's Boulder City, it's all of them. But the majority, the very big concentration is in Las Vegas, which includes Henderson and Summerlin, which is, I know what you're looking into. So that's also inclusive of condos, manufactured homes, single family residences, and townhomes, right? So 4,152 is not a good number, but it's a better number by comparison to last month when we had like 2,100 or something like that. 2,100 homes. We have 5,000 new people moving to Las Vegas every single month right now on average since the beginning of 2021. So if you do the math, 5,000 new people coming in and we only have 2,100 homes to purchase, we have a conundrum. We've got a lot of bidding wars. We've got a lot of people coming out of pocket and paying more than the house might be worth at that moment in time, hoping that it will elevate and appraise over time quickly. And you've got people frustrated and people also being stranded with nowhere to go. So I'm grateful beyond words that we have double what we had last month.
Yay.
And a lot of that's due to homeowners seeing what their neighbors are listing their homes for, right?
Oh yeah, I think it's seeing with their name. I think too, people are like, they use this for entertainment. Housing was entertainment for the last year, right? And now everything's open.
So now they don't have
places. Except for somebody on our live did tell us that California went back to.
Yeah.
That was the first I heard about that.
We just heard in our live just a few moments ago, the one that had some technical difficulties, that California is now mandated to wear masks indoors and outdoors again. So, it may revert back. And I think that's kind of the message of today right now. We'll talk a little bit more about inventory in a minute, but the message of today is that the expectation that things are going to be steady once we give you this update is bonkers. Don't go that route.
The market's gonna go.
Expect the roller coaster, my friends. That's all I can say is expect the roller coaster.
We're riding it in every aspect.
We are riding this wave like cowabunga dudes is what we're doing right now.
I like that.
Right?
I'm just gonna think of myself surfing on it. That's
I think like Bart Simpson
from
that. Yeah, that just dated myself. Anyway, so it's gonna keep riding. So let's talk about the average price point. I know that we've seen that kind of changing a little bit. When it comes to the types of loans you're seeing and the amount that people are qualifying for, have you watched that lift quite a bit over the last 6 months?
Quite a bit, yeah. And I mean, what people are wanting is putting them into a higher place. Now, here's a good thing too, as far as a loan program too, when you're talking about price point, is that a lot of people that were looking to get into something bigger in certain areas that maybe the price point is way up there, the loan programs during that, the period that we're not going to talk about.
That we'll not speak of.
Yeah, the loan programs, those programs which are called jumbo loans, went by the wayside. All those lenders were like, ooh, we don't know what's happening with the market, so they put a halt on everything.
And a jumbo loan is anywhere from, what's
548 and above.
So any loan amount that's $548,000 and above is considered jumbo, which is a specialized loan that takes a little bit of additional scrutiny, right? And you're seeing people get qualified for more money because they have to. The average price point of the homes has gone up quite a bit too. Earlier in 2021, we were seeing the average price point for homes, and this is all homes, right, across the nation, the valley, at low to mid 300s, so like 330, 340-ish. 350. Now we're closer to 400, and that's average. So if we're getting closer to 400 and even creeping above that 400 mark, of course they have to get larger loans. So when you have those weird programs
that's an average
halted,
house, something that's bigger.
Right.
Yeah, so those big programs being halted was kind of like can you not see what's happening with the market? This is really needed right
now. It was
now.
preventing people from being able to do that.
So we were taking loans and moving into first and seconds, and we were doing, doing things to be able to get people into houses, but every day I'm seeing emails, this program's open now, this program's open now, this program's open now. So the banks aren't as afraid anymore of a higher price. Yeah. So there's a lot of new programs out there. There's a lot of stuff that's opening back up just like it was before. So they're not as afraid to put the big money out for houses. So if you're in the jumbo world,
which you probably will be when you move to Vegas.
Yeah, it's getting up there. So jumbo is definitely something that you want to look at right now. There's a lot more programs out there. A lot more opening them up.
So if you're thinking about shopping in Vegas, I want you to know what you're walking into. So right now, with the average price point being 400 and maybe a little bit above 400 and up, or really right at that price point, I mean. If I look at 350,000 and below, we still have a lot of people coming into town trying to qualify for those kind of loans.
Yeah, a lot of people.
And that's where the biggest concentration of competition is going to be. Anything below that average price point, it's bonkers, right? So if you're coming in looking for that $350,000 house, 3-bedroom, this many baths, with a pool, with a yard, with a gated community, in a beautiful neighborhood, with the best schools, I don't mean to be doom and gloom, but we need to check the reality of what's happening and understand that you will not be able to check every one of those boxes. It just won't happen. So right now, if you're looking in that price point, anything 350 and below, including condos, things like that, there's 1,480 homes right now in the middle of July. This is right before we're walking into a big weekend as well, right? So a lot of homes are listed on Fridays so that they can get it sold by Monday and get up on Friday, get it sold by Monday. So this is one day in advance of that Friday listing date. 1,480 matches. If I just go down to single family residential homes, that's a home, not a townhome, not a condo, 689 homes under 350.
Crazy.
That's a low number. That's not a lot to work with. And so
what
those
if
people,
you got to 400?
I'm gonna go that. I'm gonna keep playing with these numbers. But those people in those brackets, these brackets that we're talking about, if you're in that realm, please let us know, what your concerns are. Let us explain to you what you can expect, because it will be a bit of a bumpy ride. You will be pushing a little bit harder than those who are in a little bit of a higher price point.
Yeah, and it's good to walk in knowing
eyes wide
where we're
open.
out, so that you're not disappointed when you get into it.
Under 400,000, it opens up quite a bit. You're at 11. You double it.
Oh,
so $50,000 doubles your opportunity to find a home. 1,152. That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's where a lot of the houses
That's
are
a really
right
good
there.
question for you then to think about that. So if someone's like, I really want my payment to be this, I need it to be this, I need to stay under 350, but they are just getting turned down because they cannot do what the other people are doing. Do you try to see if they can qualify for a little more and nudge them up, even because really $10,000 doesn't make that big of a difference in your payment.
10,000 doesn't. Sometimes if we're already stretching you to the max, then I'll say, hey, if you look at maybe houses that are under this age, then the taxes are lower, so then that can help your debt ratio. Yeah, because if we're looking at newer, taxes are higher. In Clark, that's something to maybe talk about too. Clark County, your taxes are assessed when your house is built. So the newer houses are always going to be higher in the taxes than an older house is going to be, even like 10 years old.
See, a lot of people assume price of house equals payment, but it's really price of house plus tax plus any of the other insurance, all the other stuff combined. And that's why Amber is one of the top originators in the nation, because she has the ability to maneuver and play with those numbers and has the knowledge. I mean, I don't want to say how many years you've been doing this, because you are far too young for that number, but
we don't want to say our age.
She's a unicorn, I'm telling you, fountain of youth. But my point is that, this is someone you want to work with, an expert in the field who can really take a look at every aspect of it.
Can you tell?
All right, so $350,000 to $50,000, just qualifying for a little bit more, $50,000 more.
It won't move the payment up a whole lot to go up that, so it's worth looking at just to see if we're at $350,000, then let's see what the payment is at $400,000, and then see how to make you qualify. Not how to make you qualify for it, but if you have to buy an older house to be able to go that high, so the taxes are cheaper, whatever you can maneuver.
We gotta get you a home.
We can't really maneuver price.
We gotta get you a bedroom. Yeah. We wanna make sure you go to bed at night in a house here in Las Vegas and not an apartment if we can avoid it. If we go up to $450,000, again, just another $50,000 qualification, single family only, you add another 500 homes to work with. 1,493. So another 400 to 500 homes. Okay,
that's good.
Again, it's almost doubling each time you add 50,000. So really keep that in mind. Don't get stuck on the payment or the this or the that. Work in a holistic fashion.
Let's
big picture.
Let's figure out. Let's brainstorm.
Let's look at 350 to 500,000. How many homes would I be up against? 1,137. So you're kind of down towards that $400,000 mark. Similar. It's going to be a similar. Oh wait, I should probably say 400 to 500. Hold on. 400 to 500 is So 400 to 500. If you only have that $100,000 range, you're looking at 600 homes to choose from. If you only want to be within the 350 to 500, you're looking at like 1,100 homes to choose from. And if you're kind of somebody coming in from California, you got a little extra cash in your pocket, you want to look at maybe 500 to 750, which is a great juicy number. It's still 792 matches. There's only 792 homes that are in that kind of budget frame. So it is getting better. I'm so happy. The numbers are rising. It's a beautiful day.
It does make you breathe better, right?
It does. It's giving our buyers a chance.
It was giving a lot of anxiety before.
Whew, but the bottom line is it's still kind of a jungle out there, and we want to make sure that we can represent you. But the good news is more homes are hitting the market every day. Every time John Smith down the road realizes that his neighbor Jim sold his house and made a boatload of money, he's going to start thinking harder about maybe downsizing and moving in with his daughter while he makes a boatload of money, right? So we want to make sure that we're watching the market closely and we're working with you on that, especially when it comes to inventory. So the two things I think people should be focused on in terms of the market right now in July are your FICO scores and knowing that that's now opening it up to more people who can possibly purchase. You might be one of them, right?
Let's make it happen. We're here to make dreams come true, right?
We do make dreams come true. How can you not make dreams come true looking like this? Look at this stomach. Oh my God. So I know, I just have to do it. I love making
You're more of the unicorn.
No. But then truly, beyond that, inventory is a really big number. And then loan programs. Can we talk about that for a little bit?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
I love the fact that even during the time that shall not be named, we are talking about the fact that there are still grant programs, free money. There are still opportunities to take advantage of these great programs. Yeah. What's available?
I mean, the grant programs never really went away.
That's
awesome.
The
grant programs are still there. They're still alive. They're still well. I don't know that as many people are looking at them right now because, you know, because of all that's happened. So it's, you know, the focus has been on more money, more money. You have to have more money, more money.
Right.
But sometimes that helps you. If your money is a little bit limited, then use the grant program to help with your down payment and keep your money to help with closing costs, or if you have to do over appraised value.
Wait, let's pause on that. If you have to go over appraised value, that might be deterring people because they may not have a lot of money in the bank to do so. Let me just sit here and tell you right now that she just gave you the solution. So if you're like, I can't shop for a house right now, I have to pay over the appraised value and I don't have any money in the bank, I just have exactly what I need for my down payment and my closing costs. No, you might be wrong. If you qualify for a grant program, what can they do, Amber?
You can use that for your down payment, and then you just have to have closing costs, maybe over appraised value, and it makes it all work.
I'm over here reacting because this is amazing. This is amazing news. See, unicorn, this is why she's one of the top originators in the United States. I love it. You get awards that I want to tell the world. I'm sorry.
I love it. You're so cute.
So when we were doing the live stream that completely went sideways, we did get a few other questions about programs and things like that. And one of the best questions that was asked that I want to make sure you have answered immediately is, if I'm in the process of thinking about moving, should I wait until I know or wait until I get a job, or should I call you guys now? The answer is, call us now. Freaking do it right freaking now. It's a great question.
Because you need a game plan. Like, let's work out everything. Let's figure out where you're at. Let's figure out where your payments are at, and then let's figure out a game plan, right?
So down in the description below, what do we want them to do? Click the link below. That was click the link below.
We were unpracticed.
We haven't done this in a few weeks, okay? She goes on vacation, I get sick, and here we are. So, but we're back, and I just want to say, you know, that link is going to bring you to our team. We will have a beautiful phone call with you. We'll do some conversing. I don't know what the right word is. We're going to talk to you, okay? We're going to ask you questions, and we're going to just find out what the heck's going on in your world. And we'll determine when it's time to talk to Amber, right? Amber's doing a ridiculous number of loans on a daily basis. So we've really set up a beautiful system to be able to get all the questions answered, make you feel warm and fuzzy about the process. We've got a beautiful team set up to do this, to welcome you with open arms. And then you get to talk to us, we get to start the conversation and really get that party started, which is where it all begins. So
we love when the party starts.
Click the link below. The answer to that question from the live that didn't work, that you'll never know about because it's deleted, but you know about it because we're talking about it, is that the answer is always click the freaking link below. That's it, bottom line. Click the freaking link. The other thing, what was the other question? That was, they were asking about down payment. Oh, what? Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, did you want to talk about rates?
Yes. Oh, sorry. I was going to say the down payment, and then yes, rates is listed here. So let's do rates, and then we'll answer the down payment question.
Because the rates are fun right now. So
let's freaking do this.
So what I was looking at, well, you know, during that time that we don't want to talk about stuff like that, right? We were being kept low on the rates that were kind of kept low.
They're artificially low. Right.
Yeah. The feds were keeping them low to re-stimulate the economy, or to stimulate the economy, you know, and through the housing market, which is something that's been done before. So once the cities opened and once the jobs came about, like people started going back to work, I was thinking, okay, well, rates are going to jump. They haven't.
I mean, and I'm going to be very honest, it would be cool if they jumped a little, and I hate saying that out loud because it's just so weird.
For the inventory sake,
it would just balance us out again.
We had a little bit of balance, but they haven't. So what happened is that, and they do like this, but they're still at a really good level. So Monday, because you're going to post this today,
we're posting this today. We are at July 15th.
Because I didn't want to say Monday.
July 15th, mid-July. Hello, yes.
So Monday of this week, there was numbers on inflation. Inflation came out worse than expected. They were expecting it to still be lower than 5%. It came out above 5%. Inflation and loans and rates are usually enemies. When inflation goes up, rates typically move up to curb things going crazy.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it all balances out.
So it has to balance it. Like we're talking about that balance. That's the balance. But the feds are not really curbing the rates because they're saying it's more because of bottlenecking.
Got it.
I mean, great for whoever's buying a house because you still have low rates right now. But we don't know how much longer they're going to stay there.
And there was a moment.
Inflation keeps going up.
Well, there was a moment like 2 live videos ago where we were talking about how they had said that they were likely not going to do anything with the rates for a couple of years, like till 2023.
Yeah, they said 2023.
But to be honest, we can't always count on that because they're assessing it as, I mean, they're literally fixing the biggest world issue known to man. How can we expect them to stick to anything for 5 minutes?
Well, and they said likely. You know, when you make words like that, like it just kind of.
I'm not saying likely when I say when you click that link below. We're gonna call you. We are gonna freaking call.
Yes, we are gonna call. It's not a likely thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and it could very well be 2023.
Right.
But the more it's the speculation that causes the roller coaster, right? That's what happens with the stock market. The same thing happens with the interest rates.
My head hurts right now. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I'm hoping I'm not making heads.
No,
right
you're
now,
amazing. It's just so. This is why I brought her on the channel. I'm just here to look good. Okay, this is what I'm here to do. I'm just here to look good.
My place is the loans. She's the house genius. She's gonna get you into that house.
We're just gonna help you fall in love with Las Vegas too, all the way down the path. So, but anyway, so we wanted to make sure that you knew just kind of what the heck is even causing the question mark that's kind of out there, and why we are urging everyone to kind of understand it, so that you're not walking in blind. That's the biggest thing and most important thing for us. Is I would be scared,
a little educated before
out of my mind right now if I was looking at the market and hearing all the doom and gloom. Right?
There's a lot of doom and gloom.
We are not doom and gloom. What are we bringing you? We're bringing you hope. We're bringing you hope.
We bring hope. We love hope. And honestly,
hope.
Like what we truly believe, hope we do. But we truly believe that home ownership is the best thing. I mean, the best thing,
nothing like it.
You're looking for long-term benefits, and you're looking for a home.
Yeah.
And so I know that you do too. That
this is the only reason
better than
we do this job. We do this for you. Let me get on a soapbox. I'm just kidding. The bottom line is we want you to have hope. So keep coming back to this channel. Let's visit Amber's channel. It's in the link in the description below. And let's continue the conversation about just that, keeping that hope alive, because we want to be a bright light in a world that's gray and hazy and not really sure what's up from down. And we're only going to bring you what we know, what our opinion is based on our experience, and we're not making it up. We're just telling you, shooting from the hip, basically based on the ground in the moment experience with all of our clients. Some of them are you, so thank you for that. Let's talk about a couple of the other questions that came through during the live. Somebody was asking, what is the down payment needed right now? And this person was from the UK. They were stating in the UK they've made some drastic changes in the last year and a half, due to the time that shall not be named, talking about, it's like we're Harry Pottering this thing. It's amazing. We're Harry Pottering it. But desperately, he was saying that they've now, you had to minimum have 20% down to buy a house.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
That's pretty crazy.
That is not the case in the United States of America.
That's why YouTube is so amazing. You can connect with so many people. But I mean, okay, so down payment that's required, conventional loans, you can go as low as 3%. The 3% a lot of times have first-time home buyer. You have to be a first-time home buyer or make under a certain income. Or you can do FHA, 3.5%. You can do VA, no money down.
So I'm sorry, America, the land of possibility still, because we're not.
Well, on top of that, the 3.5%, you can add a grant to that. You can add a grant to the conventional loan.
You see?
Different requirements and stuff, so everybody's going to be different. But there's a lot of different stuff out there, so it's not something that you want to say, I can't get a house because I got to put 20%, because that's not even half the truth.
It's not half the truth when you have one of the best loan originators in the United States next to you, teaching you and showing you exactly how this is going to be done.
Aww.
You're right. I don't mean to be annoying about that, but I truly want you to understand the quality and the magnificence in this woman.
It's growing.
We definitely are so lucky to have your education, your experience, your background on this channel, as well as just in our city. I just am so grateful, and the fact that you even sit next to my weird ass over here trying to make jokes and have a good time. So I just love you so much.
It's me that's the lucky one, for real.
Well, let's have a love fest here for a minute. No, but I say that truly because I want you to know that we are not just being all about Las Vegas. No, we really care. We really care about you, your experience. We want to make sure you have all the information you need, and beyond that, we want to make sure you have access to the experts who care and who know what they're doing. Some of them care a whole lot and don't know anything. Some of them know a whole lot and don't care at all. You got the best of both. It's the best of both worlds. Okay, so
I should give her a hug.
We're gonna make out in 5 seconds, so just excuse us while we go and do that. The bottom line truly is that it's an ever-changing experience that we're going through. It always has been.
It's really day to day. It's day to day. I think that's important that we do these updates, because every month it's like, well, come on, and oh, there's new stuff out there. Here, let's talk about it.
We should probably start doing like a beginning, like every 2-week update. I think should probably be. So we'll look at adding that and trying to do them more live so we can answer those questions. When YouTube doesn't want to shut us down, but that's fine. We love you, YouTube.
Technology, we love you.
We love you. Yes. So that's going to wrap it up for this mid-July 2021 update. We're so grateful that you watched this, and if you, again, joined us for the live, thanks for coming back and listening to some of the same information. It's good. It's good for you. It's good for us. It's all good. We're so excited. So we're going to wrap it up. If you do have questions that we did not answer, or if we said something that made 0 sense, because some of the stuff you said really made my brain hurt, but I know others. No, it's just because I'm dumb.
Am I blowing mine?
Numbers and my brains do not, and I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but that's mainly me. Comment below. We will be answering those questions actively, and we're going to be doing a lot more in the comment section of our videos as we have some team members who are going to be jumping in to help us handle it. It's a lot. You guys are a lot, and we love it. We just want to be able to be a lot for you in return. So do us a huge favor. If you're thinking about moving to Vegas, if you're even considering it, even if you're looking at maybe 10 years down the line, we want to talk to you. We want to be your friend. Click the link in the description below. You'll get to say hi to Amber. You get to say hi to me, my team.
I'm excited to talk to you.
We get to put our arms around you virtually because of the thing that shall not be named. We're going to probably keep doing that virtually for a minute. But then we'll make sure that you get you set up so that you're all dialed in for whatever that next chapter of your life looks like. And we hope that it involves Las Vegas, right?
Yes, we do.
This is Amber Coleman, one of the greatest loan originators in all of the
It's growing. It's getting bigger as we go. So now that we're at the end, I don't know. It's not fitting in the screen.
No, I'm Lacey, your Las Vegas gal. So grateful to have you here. We have a couple of links below for a few of our other channels. I would love it if you could subscribe. That would get huge, great gift to me. But otherwise, we will see you next time.
Yes, it was nice talking to you. See you.